Let's bring in House Armed Service Committee member and former Green Beret Congressman Michael Waltz to react. Okay, so we're hearing people like Fatima literally begging for her family's lives, begging the Biden administration not to leave them behind. What is the Biden administration thinking with this August 31st cutoff deadline? When you hear things like this and people pleading for their lives, how could they just say, nope, sorry, 31st, that's it?
Yeah, it's heartless, frankly, and it's cruel, and it's terrible for our national security. Biden just made up this deadline. I've confirmed this with both intelligence and defense officials. There's no operational or intelligence driver behind this deadline. So he now has us in a no-win situation. Either we stay to get everybody out, as we should, and as bipartisan Republican and Democrat members of Congress have practically begged him to do the right thing, or he sticks stubbornly to this deadline, pulls everybody out, and leaves Americans behind, and leaves those that stood with us, our local allies, behind to their death. He's handing these people a death sentence. Now, the administration will tell you that they're going to leave Kabul International intact from a technical standpoint, that it can operate, and that they have promises from the Taliban that they'll continue to let Americans go. Let me tell you what's going to really happen. We are heading into the largest mass hostage situation since 1979 in Tehran, but it's going to make the Iranian hostage crisis look like a sleepover, because every time the Taliban, which standing right beside them is al-Qaeda, want something: international recognition, access to billions of dollars in reserves, economic assistance, and they don't get their way, they can go right down the street and grab a hostage. So this is just a crisis of historic proportions, and it is infuriating to all of these veterans, Gold Star families, victims of 9/11, to see this unfold this way. And it did not have to be this way. This was completely avoidable.
Yeah, we've got about 90 seconds left in the show, but I want to ask you, we did hear the president get tough last night when he said, we will not forgive, we will not forget, we will hunt you down and make you pay. Sir, what in your mind does that mean? Do you see a scenario in which we do have to go back into Afghanistan?
I absolutely do. The intelligence is clear that al-Qaeda intends to attack the United States again, and that the Taliban and al-Qaeda are working very closely together. So essentially what we have just done is allow al-Qaeda to take over Afghanistan again and rebuild to attack the West. Here's what has me so frustrated is those future soldiers, when they do have to go back again, either after we've suffered another Pulse nightclub or San Bernardino or, God forbid, another 9/11, they now have no bases. We gave them all away. No local allies. They're being hunted down, and they're going to have to fight through a terrorist army that's armed to the teeth with billions of dollars of American equipment. That blood, when that happens, is going to be on Biden's hands.
Wow. It's hard to imagine what is going to happen in the future and what is even going to play out in the next day or two until this deadline happens. But Congressman Michael Waltz, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for your service to this country.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.